Hi everyone, this is Will, aka Dr. Financial Literacy. Today I'll be shooting a number of series of videos looking in detail at the contract of the HELOC that I signed for. Again, about 150 pages. I'll be taking a number of different sections, discussing them, putting ideas out, recommendations or suggestions in terms of the HELOC that I have and that you can look at, possibly comparing it to what you have or what you're interested in. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button. And if you have any questions, give me a call or go ahead and shoot me a email. So in this part one of the first pages that I had to go through was they will provide you with a check. Sorry about that. They will provide you with a check to pay off your creditors. So I had 46,700 in debt. They provided a HELOC of 50,500. Within that, they paid off the automobile, they paid off a mortgage, they paid off one Navy Federal loan, Capital One, and Walmart. And once they sent me the checks, then I sent the checks to the creditors. So that's one of the things that my particular HELOC company did, provide me all of the checks, and then I mailed them all out to the creditors to pay off the debt. All right, this is section 5. This information pertaining to the borrower information and disbursement. Give this sheet to the borrower. This is what was given to me from the closing agent that came to my home. For this particular company that I use, they use a notary that's able to come out to the house on whatever time I selected to help get the estimate out and get all the paperwork in. One of the things that I was surprised at is that this particular company indicates that borrowed funds over 1,000 may be sent by wire. Okay, so they sent me one of the checks that was cash, and I think that was 1,260. They sent that to my bank, but in the wire, I was charged $15 for that wire transfer. Now, again, maybe that was in the contract. I really didn't see it. But in terms of if you get a HELOC, this is one of the questions you can ask. Will I be charged for any cash that's wired to another bank or to another institution? Or will you, the company, absorb the cost of this wire? So yes, I had to pay an additional $15 just to get this cash wired to me. The devil in the details, should have read maybe a little closely. What else? 24 hours. If they wanted to have it sent to me in a check, if the check was lost or stolen, I would have to help them with the investigation. That would take up to approximately 30 days. Credit union deposit. So you could add also deposited, I could add also deposit to my credit union. Bank checks. You can expect a check according to the following after disbursement of your loan. UPS, by mail, I could have gotten $250. Overnight, anything between $250 to $99. So if I wanted the funds to be overnight to me, by mail, as long as they were between $250 and $999. Okay, last sentence, depending on your financial institution, funds deposited by check may not be readily available. So yeah, I guess deposit in my bank and see if it was available. I really didn't check as much because it just went straight cash. The next page was more borrower wiring information. So I had to prepare and send the checks. So in doing it, you want to go ahead and have with you your routing number, account number. If the notary, when they come to your house, they would ask for maybe a check, a voided check or something that they can use for routing and wiring. So have that just on hand. Mail overnight instructions, that's a section. The address was incorrect. It was the address to my property, not where I'm currently living at. So definitely look at your mail overnight instructions in general. This company that I'm with, they required any funds over 5,000 to be wired. And his last sentence, you will be required to cooperate fully with any investigations of lost, stolen, or cashed checks and reissuance of funds due to any issues that may be delayed up to 120 days. So if I did it by check and something happened to the check in the mail, then they can take up to as 120 days. So I guess that's why more people may select wiring. Part 5, next section. Next section just dealt with the notary, notary officer signing, myself signing, identifying my address, telephone number, and the date that we signed the HELOC. The date of the signing of the HELOC was 4/9/2024. I've been trying for probably about 5 months since December of last year, but it was a different type of HELOC, an all-in-one HELOC that would have did away with all of the mortgages, but just didn't have enough to do it. And last item we have is an account closure letter. It just has the lender, my property address, the date, the order. The purpose of this letter is to issue policy of the title insurance covering the above captioned property hereby. So it dealt with the title insurance. This was called the account closure letters, and it may be differently in your case if you decide to get any type of HELOC. It required an affidavit. One, I or we are the borrowers under a mortgage or deed of trust. Caption lender with mortgage or deed of trust allows me to draw and or receive advances of money from this. So this is also being filed with the clerk of the court. See what else. Okay, it just says some more details about the letter itself. One thing is, I or we hereby agree to understand that effective immediately, the aforementioned loan, it is a loan. This HELOC, although it's a line of credit in all 150 pages of the document, is called a loan. Some people may say it's a line of credit, it's a loan. I hereby understand I will no longer be able to receive any funds from this loan account, and the loan account will be canceled entirely. In order to receive further credit from the lender involved, I will need to make an application of said lender for a new and separate loan. So this account closure letter is letting me know upfront that if I want to make additional draws, which me pulling money from the account, there's different periods I would need to reapply to a lender. So for this particular HELOC, there's a 3-year draw compared to some other ones that are 10, and I think at credit unions I've seen 20-year draw. I went with this particular company. I wanted to get out the gate. I wanted to start with the HELOC. I thought I had an understanding of the process. I have a plan in place. So the 3-year draw was something didn't really anticipate as much, but it's here and it is what it is, but it's what I will make of it. Okay, so today I just wanted to just talk about the first 4 parts of the 150-page document that I have about the contracts. Seeing if you have any questions. I'll continue to tell you about lessons learned as I go this first month of the HELOC. The HELOC's interest starts. I'm sorry about that. It will start May the 1st through May the 31st, I think, ending of this month in general. And my first payment will be 6/1/2024. So again, thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Will, aka Professor Dr. Financial Literacy, and I'm trying to take you through the opening of my HELOC, some of my experiences. And if you decide to do it, some of the things you may want to ask your lender ahead of time or during the process. All right. If you have any questions, please just drop me a line. Everyone have a great day. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.